welcome to another FlagrantWeeaboo stream. I was going to stream, and then I decided I wasn't going to stream, and then I decided I was going to stream. You knew I was waiting. Damn straight I was waiting. Everything should be basically ready to go. YouTube chat has no ID connected, but I know for a fact I connected an ID. Come on. And it's it's not working properly. Aha! What a story, Mark. It'll fix itself once once somebody types something. There we go. Sorry to make you wait. It's okay! While I'm waiting, guess what we've got to look forward to in December? Ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da. It's bondage month. Please look forward to it. At this point, I am committed to 3 games with a potential 4th. I'm currently committed to James Bond 007 Legends, 007 Quantum of Solace, and 007 Bloodstone, and possibly GoldenEye Reloaded. So please, look forward to that. And Steam wants me to log in? What? Okay, first I gotta remember what my Steam password is. Install Yakuza like a dragon. Steam. Library. Please read this agreement in its entirety. End user license agreement. They've changed the EULA for Yakuza. They changed the EULA for Yakuza. And Yakuza isn't showing. They changed the EXE. Because I've had to recapture the game. They've changed the EXE. And the EULA. I wonder why. And gamepad visualizer can be turned on. Waiting for input. What sort of input are you looking for? I can give you some fucking input. No device selected. Well, that's a pretty bad way to start a conversation. Okay, add source. No. Press any button on your controller. Apparently my game controller no longer exists. This'll be fun. What?! Goddamn scuzzy fucking piece of shit! Which controller are you now? Controller 3! Controller 3. Excuse me for 1 second. Oh, hey. Real Yakuza use a gamepad. Real Yakuza show you precisely what they're inputting. Oh no, the monitor just turned itself off! Oh, I'm gonna fucking stab someone! Did you just restart the computer with that blazing fast SSD? Yes! Oh, that's right. The last thing I did before I turned this game off and threw my controller across the room was... Bang! I'm just gonna plug the monitor back in. Okay, cool. Basically, my only assumption at this point is that my graphics card is faulty. Because there's really no other conclusion to draw. It's okay. What I'll do next is I will buy a completely brand new DVI to DVI cable, gold-plated, personally hand-woven by the King of Egypt. And I'll make sure it comes with a monitor, with a fucking warranty. It could be the monitor. It could be the monitor. Where'd I put the controller?
Oh.
Where'd I put the controller in? It's fucking flickering! Oh, for the motherfucking love of God! Bastard thing is turning itself off. It could be that the monitor's to blame. What should I do? Buy a brand new monitor? Plug in a different monitor and see... Could it be the power cable? Matzo. You didn't know. It's not your fault. You weren't aware of what transpired today. It's okay. I don't blame you for not knowing. I replaced the fucking power lead today.
I'm not backing down.
I got this.
I wouldn't underestimate
A
me.
gift for you.
I got this.
Here we go.
I'll buy a new monitor.
You're in it now.
You sure you can beat me?
I'll buy another one of these Samsung Sync Masters. I'll get it imported from America. It's not like I'm hurting for the money. I'd rather not pay out for a monitor, but I'll do it. I will buy a brand new monitor. It wasn't in the attic, but it was in a cupboard, yeah. But I got so many years out of this monitor, and it's... I was using this monitor with the last build, and there were no problems.
Take this.
But now that I've switched to this PC, and I'm using this monitor, it's fucking up. Which is what makes me think it's the graphics card. Because it's not a natural DisplayPort monitor, you know? It's... I'm using an adapter. Because I don't want to shell out 600 quid or however much it is for a monitor with DisplayPort support. But I want my dual monitor setup. Apparently I'm not allowed a dual monitor setup. Because reasons. I'll try not to let it consume me. Mainly because it doesn't have teeth. It's definitely chewing me up, and it doesn't have teeth. I'll get a monitor with DisplayPort support. DisplayPort to DisplayPort. And I'll throw this monitor on the fucking pavement outside, and jump on it, and stand on it, and then invite passers-by to do the same thing. To fucking smash it to smithereens. And I'll hand someone a hammer and I'll say, here. Who are you? Why have you dragged me off the street? Shut up and destroy my goddamn monitor. Free sync monitors on Amazon Black Friday. I really like these Samsung Sync Masters though.
Well, come on.
How much am I willing to spend on computer monitors? I shouldn't have to spend, you know, more than the graphics card or the processor on a monitor. Like, that to me is just ridiculous. 6% off? Oh man. I can't believe the great saving.
Take this.
All tech has become ridiculously expensive because everybody's stuck indoors. And tech companies thought, oh gee, we can make some money out of this. We can make money from this, from the misfortune of others. Anyway, I don't think there's any more side quests to do. Ah. I'm ready if you guys are ready. I'm not going to go for a brand I've never heard of. If a Samsung is failing me, what good is a IHP gonna be?
Thank you, Chairman Hoshi.
Oh, HP.
Captain
I
Takabe
see.
said it would be okay for us to talk.
I get
I
it.
heard. And I believe I already know why you've come. You've done us a great service. I would not still be leader of this clan if it weren't for you.
Does that mean the Seiryu clan's gonna pull through?
I can't say for sure yet. About 20 to 30% of our men defected to the Omi. And the ones who stayed are grumbling behind my back. And it's hard to blame them. They just found out the Ijincho standoff was all a sham.
Zhao told me he's giving up his position as the leader of the Liu Meng. Songhui is going to lead them.
Yes.
I need to get the lingo.
No.
Dude,
You just
I'll be a
know
bit more in the
everything.
mood for lingo
everything.
when my fucking monitor starts working!
No. Eventually, the Seiryu clan will succumb to the Omi Alliance.
What?
For people who had nowhere to live outside the gray zones, the Great Wall of Muscle was their only protection. Now it's crumbling.
The
It's
Snickers.
a matter of life or death.
Let's see what I have.
Already rumors are flying into Jincho's political circles. Rumors
Oh, hey, that's
that
kinda neat.
Okubo's lost his touch. I'm sure Aoki got those whispers going. He never lets a good crisis go to waste.
Oh, really?
Aoki knows it would destroy the party if it ever revealed their chair, Ogikubo, forged money for years. Now Aoki can easily blackmail Ogikubo and force him to step down. Aoki will become the new
Smooth
party
milk
chair.
chocolate, creamy white chocolate, and a
get it.
sprinkle of strawberry
Why does he
magic.
want to take Ogikubo's place so bad?
It's
Party chair manages elections, so in that role,
it's surreal.
Aoki could nominate anyone he wants. He'll control the ruling
It's
party.
like this. It's like
Therefore,
pink on the
he'll
bottom,
control the nation.
white in the middle,
Country will be
and then
under his
milk
thumb?
chocolate on the top.
Yes, especially if I'm right about his next move. I think
Crisp
he's gonna
rice is
try to
good.
Dissolve Parliament.
But you can make crisp rice at home. My favourite Ritter has to be rum and raisin,
Dissolve Parliament?
followed by
At a time
marzipan.
like this? That's insane.
Prime Minister, I understand how you must feel, being unable to rely on Ogikubo-sensei. But honestly, I have the power to support you better than he ever could. If an election were held today, I could guarantee you 2/3 of the seats, minimum.
Do you have a solid plan for doing that?
Yes. I'll send Bleach Japan to the districts where the Citizens' Liberal Party is weakest. Bleach Japan can influence votes anywhere. They're incredibly popular. Plus, they have my endorsement. A victory for the party would, of course, move your personal political goals forward.
Oh.
Tell me, do you think you have the power to maintain the party's stability right now? We don't want it breaking up for lack of support.
Cider would be nice. Yeah,
Ogikubo-sensei.
You can
I'm
talk
working
that way
tomorrow.
to the house, but not to me.
in the morning, so I'm kind of and ahhing about having a
Appoint me
drink
to
tonight,
party
but I
chair
think a
and hold an
drink
election.
would
If
really
you
help.
don't, I'll be forced to make public the nature of Ogikubo-sensei's crimes. That would mean the end of not only your administration, but the party itself.
But there's no precedent for someone serving as both governor and party chair. Besides, you're much too young.
If age is what you want, start digging for some old fossil who can stop me. That is, if you think you can find one.
Oh,
Anyone in particular come to mind?
booze is interesting, right? I have one
Aoki
drink,
schemed to destroy the Great Wall.
so I'm sleepy.
Now he's got Mabuchi.
Or I can have
no
10
one
drinks
this
and be like,
command.
I'm sleepy. But if I have a
So
drink,
much power vested in just one
pace
man.
it, get that sleepy
Had
and
to
then
be
that
Masato
second wind,
Arakawa.
after that I can drink like a madman and I never get sleepy. In fact, I'll be up till 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. It's weird.
Kasuga, I know you never intended to be at the center of all this. It was pure coincidence that you were there when the soap landowner died. Wouldn't you agree?
Yep. Lucky me.
But one thing I don't believe is a coincidence is that you ended up in Ijincho.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do you still have that fake bill?
Yeah. Didn't you say you knew how it ended up on me?
Yes. Only one person in the world could have put that bill in your pocket.
Arakawa.
Who? Who is it?
Masumi Arakawa himself.
Arakawa-san? No, he's the one who shot me.
Yes, I'm aware he shot you.
There's still a chance for them to turn Arakawa into a good guy, but they're running out
so
of time
you'd end up here.
What?
for it to be believable.
That fake bill was his letter of introduction between you and
Booze
me.
doesn't work like
It
caffeine
was to
for
let me
me.
know that you were one of Masumi
But if I get
Arakawa's
tired and then
men.
I recover from the tiredness,
Kind of a weird way to
then the
introduce us,
effect of
don't
the
you think?
alcohol stops working.
I think what it means is Arakawa's goals do not align
I think I
with
will.
those of Ryo Aoki.
Treat myself to a drink tonight.
What are Arakawa's goals?
You guys have talked me into it.
I really can't say,
Behold,
but I do
rather
know that he means business.
fitting.
He wouldn't have used
Kirin
that bill if he
Ichiban,
didn't.
Japan's premium beer.
Chairman, how
Ichiban,
exactly do you
Like,
know
like
Arakawa-san?
Kasuga Ichiban. Ooh, don't look over
It's a
here.
long story. And there's a much better place than here to tell it. Heian Tower.
Heian Tower.
Yes. That's where my fate intertwined with Arakawa's. He sure seems to be partial to Peking duck.
Yeah.
Let's have it for lunch tomorrow. My treat. I'll make the reservation.
Share intel with party.
Hey,
But first,
Hey, yourself. You wait longer.
Chief. Not at all. I'm glad you made it out. You know, I've
wow,
been
that's a
thinking
good
about
beer.
how lucky I am to have you around. Our company would be nowhere without you.
Oh, come on. We both put in work, and look where that got us. We made money.
I know
shared
one thing that would
memories.
make it even better.
I'm the one who's lucky. I mean,
Gonna run this
I was
shandy down
broke
a
on the
bit.
street not that long ago.
Even so.
Hey, let me ask you. Where do we go from here?
Huh? You mean, like, what's our relationship? You can't be thinking marriage. Are you?
What? Come on. I'm talking about our company here.
Oh, right. The company, Ichiban Holdings. Of course.
Do you have a vision for it, Eri-chan?
Well done, Eri.
Oh, now you want to talk about the future.
Hey,
But in all honesty, my vision so far, it's been to keep my dad's company afloat. I hadn't thought much further than that. As long as the business is operating, that's good enough. Or so I thought. Now I know there's more to it. If I want us to grow as a business, we have to do more than keep the status quo.
Really?
We need to be ambitious in order to survive. Which is why I came up with a new goal for us.
yeah? And what's that?
To make Ichiban Holdings the best in the country, and maybe even the world, at bringing people joy.
That does sound ambitious.
Now, of course, I have to prioritize things like sales and profit. That's a given. But what good is a wealthy company without happy employees or satisfied customers? They are the backbone of our business. Eventually, we'll scale and expand our operation. But we build it on trust and goodwill. Those things always come first.
Hey, I like it. That's an Eri-chan goal if I ever heard one.
Well, forgive me if it's too idealistic. I'm sure that's exactly what Hosho picked up on when he met me.
Don't say that. Your ideas are really good. And you've grown so much since then.
I'm happy you think so, Kasuga-san.
Now, Eri-chan, I
Guess.
still plan on hustling like my life depends on it. For you and your company. What I want from you is to hold me up when I falter. To always be there by my side.
Huh?
Was that too much?
Kasuga-san!
Eri-chan.
Oh gosh! I don't think I can handle this!
Eri-chan! You awake?
Kasuga-san... Did I just...
Pass out? Yeah. You scared the crap out of me. So, I brought you here to rest.
Is that what happened? I'm so sorry. I can't believe I did that.
Hey, you don't gotta apologize. You are okay, right?
My head's
Has
still
she got the
spinning.
wrong
I think I just
end
got
of the
a little
stick?
overwhelmed.
You were overwhelmed? By what? Was it something I said?
It wasn't exactly what you said, but the intention behind it.
I'm not sure I get it, but won't you feel better if you take a load off and rest? That might help.
Yeah, maybe so.
Oshia, there's a difference
I'll take you up
between
on
getting
that.
intoxicated
Good.
and getting drunk.
Get some
I'm
sleep.
glad that there are laws against getting drunk
Good night, Kasuga-san.
in a bar. It ain't a weird rule. It's because British people are tightly wound and they make for very angry drunks.
Did you fall asleep too? I guess even you get exhausted. You said you wanted me right there by your side. Someday, you'll be saying that as my man, and not just my business partner. I hope.
Eri-chan?
Kasuga-san.
Eri-chan!
Ooh!
What's wrong?
Huh? Eri-chan? What about that kiss? Was it all a dream?
I'm not sure what you mean, Chief. Could it be you were sleeping too long?
Know what? Forget it. Pretty sure that was a dream. Yep.
What were you dreaming about, if I may ask?
Oh, it was something really nice.
I see. Well, I'm happy for you. Ready to go downstairs now?
Yeah. Back to reality, I guess.
His weird game brain. How much of that was real?
I knew you two had to wake up sometime.
Yeah. Sorry for knocking out up there. But man, I really needed that.
I'm sure you did. You two enjoy your private time?
Huh?
Anyway, I suggest you go wash up.
Oh, right.
You know, miss, you're craftier than I gave you credit for.
Huh? That's not what I was... Look, can you keep this a secret?
Of course. My business also runs on joy. Be it at the end of a glass or a good conversation.
Thank you.
Hey, what are you guys talking about?
Oh, just our vision, right?
Right.
What? Are your eyes bad?
Not that kind of vision.
You guys like that?
I'll give you an A for effort.
Something's up. Arian the bartender. It's Arian the bartender. Doesn't that sound like some really bad Spielberg cartoon? Arian the bartender.
Listen.
Yay! Well done, Johnny.
Okay. Hmm? Hmm.
So why was the chief asking for me to be saved? Who is the chief?
Huh. Yo.
Hey.
Every hobo has a secret or two. I'm thinking about getting my hair cut again. My hair has grown back way too strong and thick. It's like rope. It's just so uncomfortable. I feel like cutting it all off would be good. Now, I need opinions on Buzz cutting it back to the original Rona cut that I had in March. How do people feel about that? Because the last thing I want is to get a haircut and then Beans to make a Photoshop of me again. Right, okay, I'm not doing it. That's full-on confirmation of exactly what I'm talking about. Not doing it.
Don't waste my time.
It's exactly what I'm talking
I'm
about.
not backing down.
Take this. Try this.
I wouldn't underestimate you. I got this. You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Eyes on me.
I have secrets too.
1, 2. Well, here's the thing. I would be getting it done with a pair of clippers that we plug into the mains. There is one length of cut, and it's that cut that I had earlier this year. There is no grade. There is no depth of cut. It's just cut the hair or don't.
Take this.
Do or do not. There is no have to.
Right.
Yo, Chief, what you hiding?
Chief.
Hmm?
My friend's got some questions about the day I was dumped in this town.
Yeah. I want to know why you didn't just abandon Ichiban and dump him in a hospital. If you don't mind telling us, I'm sure we'd all appreciate it.
I see. Fine. I'll tell you. It's as good a time as any.
What?
There's an old tradition in this homeless camp. A responsibility passed down through the chiefs for many years.
What responsibility?
On occasion,
When we're asked, we dispose of bodies.
What?
Bodies?
Yeah. There's a Yakuza family from Kamurocho who pays us to do it. They're called Arakawa.
Arakawa? Seriously? They, was this going on while they were still Tojo?
I don't know every detail, but yes.
Yes,
the
Sushi.
arrangement existed at that time. It
I'm
existed
still very much
before I
enjoying it.
started living here. We've dealt with all kinds of bodies, whether they've been shot, stabbed, beaten, no matter how nasty.
No.
We dug holes.
I am not
and
enjoying
buried
grinding
garbage.
on Kamen
Who
Rider.
knows how many are there now?
I've almost completed the game
Back during
again,
the
and I've
bubble,
still
we had
got
one every month.
all the accelerators
So I was told.
to develop.
Since I became chief, there's only been
Haven't
3.
finished leveling up the skills.
Arakawa the assassin.
Then there's accumulative
But
trophies.
there's one more secret rule. It applies to anyone the Arakawa bring here alive.
A secret within the secret. Great.
What happens if they bring someone alive?
We're supposed to give the person medical aid, then let them go free, while pretending they're dead.
What's up with that?
In the criminal underworld, there's always people wanting to fake their own death. Gamblers, guys on the run, anyone who's afraid someone will hurt them. They send people like that here, and we honor the secret agreement.
Right.
I think it might actually be a service the Arakawa family provides, but obviously they don't advertise it. So it ended up...
Kamen Rider's a
being
great
very
game.
event.
It's just, you know,
Is that
any game
agreement
can
why you
get
saved me?
a bit
This live body rule?
boring once it gets to the grinding
Got it.
stage. That's
What
true
sort of guy
about
dropped me off
even my most favorite RPGs.
I mean, probably just someone
Grinding
from
on
the
FF7
family.
is boring.
I had no reason to check or anything. The guy lugged you out of the trunk of a car. You were covered in blood. He paid me and left. Didn't say a single thing the whole time.
I'm sorry, Ichi. You have to die. I'm counting on you, Ichi.
What the? After Arakawa-san shot me, I think he said something. I think it was, I'm counting on you, Ichi.
What would that even mean?
No clue. But the more I think about it, the more I'm sure he said that.
Look, Ichiban.
What?
I don't want to dash your hopes or anything. When you were dumped here, you were on death's doorstep.
It's
You're
probably
only alive
okay now.
because
I could
everything
probably
I
make
did
that
went exactly the way
VOD
we needed it
fine.
to. But it could.
The people Square Enix specifically went after were the people who displayed it in full with no commentary, no criticism, you know. But while they were attacking those people, I thought, oh gee, I don't want to be misidentified as someone just uploading the ending in full. So that's why I said in that video that I didn't upload or didn't stream it. At some point, I can make that VOD live. Probably sometime soon, I would imagine.
They've easily gone a different way. I know you want to trust Arakawa, but
I think Arakawa-san had to shoot me. All the other Yakuza at that meeting were watching him.
huh?
Never mind. You don't get it. Forget I said anything.
Shandy. But I chucked a Japanese beer in it. So I decided I would have a drink tonight. Matzo, if companies want their games to die, then they can be my guest and introduce stream licenses. If they want their games to flourish, they can leave the system exactly the fuck how it already is. really nothing else to it. Hey, Sushi. What is Shandy? You're asking me if having beer in the bottle would make the beer taste like beer. That's basically what you asked. Shandy is beer and lemonade. Shandy basically makes beer last longer. The shandy that you find... The so-called shandy that you find in spaghetti is sweeter than... No, the so-called shandy that you buy in a bottle is a soft drink that's flavored like beer. The shandy that you make is beer and lemonade.
Watch me.
I got this.
I'm not happy.
So I added beer to a beer flavor soft drink, basically. So yes, it made the beer taste like beer. Ah, the enemies moved! They always fucking move!
Bring it on.
Here we go.
Basically, yeah. You only drink Pepsi Max. You are a Pepsi convert. You are Lord of the Pepsi. I am the Lord of the Pep, said he.
Well,
You want to get hurt?
I had Zero Coke today. I remembered why I don't like Zero Coke. I managed to, in my short lunch break today, my short 30-minute break, I managed to get to Burger King. Guys in the local Burger King are really chill. It was relaxed. It was a relaxing atmosphere compared to how work's been today. I poured myself a Zero Coke from the machine and just... No. I remember why I don't like Zero Coke. You can taste that there's no sugar in it. Now, I know that sugar in soft drinks isn't exactly the healthiest thing. I get that. You know, I expect there to be a certain amount. No, I don't remember that, but that sounds like something Pepsi would do. They come across as petty. Petty-C. Petty Pepsi. Pep's petty.
I wouldn't underestimate me.
bring it on.
Try this on the side. Feel this one.
Pepsi Zero Sugar. You know, do you know what Pepsi Max is called in Japan? You're gonna love this. Alright? Maybe you know. Maybe you know what it's called. Pepsi Max in Japan is called Pepsi Strong.
I got this. I'll show you.
I got this.
It's called that because it has a strong Pepsi taste. Pepsi Strong. Such a badass name.
Yes, yes,
You did know that. Did Joel tell you? Because that's how I learned.
ありがとうございました。
I learned that through Joel. Kamen Rider! Pepsi Strong! Maximum drink! Maximum drink! Overdrive! For fuck's sake, the Steam notifications have come back. Please excuse me while I scream very fucking loudly. Ah! You mean the Joel? Oh, hey, I'm Kermit. Vinny does a good Kermit as well. But yes, that Joel.
I went ahead and got started.
You sure you don't mind treating me?
What? Are you actually able to pay?
Wish I could, but I don't think they'd take this.
You don't sound like you're gonna relax during this meal.
Depends on what you say. Hopefully I'll relax enough to enjoy the duck. So, how do you know Arakawa-san? I'm on the edge of my seat here.
It wasn't long after the war the counterfeit bills started being produced in Ijincho. It was top secret. Only the heads of the Seiryu clan and the Liumang, plus some officers, knew. Outside of that inner circle, they also had to hire people to smuggle the bill.
Smugglers?
And one of them was a traveling actor. His name was Toshio Arakawa. He was Masumi Arakawa's father.
What?
Oh, hold on. 50 hours into the game?
One day,
and we're finally learning about Arakawa's dad.
Filled with 100 mil in fake yen.
From the intro?
No excuse in the world could have saved him. A mistake that grave required the Seiryu clan to make an example out of him. For the other smugglers. But remember, only a few people at the top even knew about the counterfeiting. It wasn't a task they could hand to just anybody. So I, being next in line to inherit the clan, was entrusted to carry it out.
So did you actually...
Yes. I killed Toshio Arakawa, father of Masumi Arakawa, in this very place.
He was a hitman.
40 years ago. But I had no idea who was in the room with my target. By the time I learned it was his 14-year-old son. It was too late. I had to go through with the hit, knowing this boy would see his father die. To make my guilt even worse, later I found out why Toshio lost the fake bills. His wife and her lover had stolen them. Those two fell into the ocean and disappeared. Their corpses were never even found.
So
he could still be alive.
Lost both his parents, one after the other.
And his only other friends, the theater troupe, disbanded soon after without their leader. Masumi Arakawa became a drifter, along with a few other actors. They couldn't trust anyone, so what other path was there for them? Except becoming Yakuza in Kamurocho. Arakawa joined a low-ranking family in the Tojo clan called the Hikawa family. Life wasn't easy for him there. They were the kind of family that took hits without thinking twice.
Really?
Yes. So they were always in need of ways to dispose of a body. Masumi Arakawa was tapped to help with that. And he was extremely cautious. To do it, he started...
I think I know why these lines are clipping.
Really?
Because
Even though
this
the
voice
family was based
actor
in Tokyo?
leaves a really raspy end note on all the words.
Well,
It's probably
truthfully,
to
he
stop
wanted
the
an
voice files
excuse to come to
overlapping.
Yokohama, because it would afford him opportunities to hunt his father's killer.
I see. So Arakawa-san was using the homeless camp to dispose of bodies all the way back then.
Indeed. As for his hunt, he researched Yakuza and criminals every time he was here. All he started with was a single clue. His own childhood memory of the suspicious waiter he saw here that night. Eventually, 7 years after the murder, I received an invitation to come here. He signed his invitation Masumi Arakawa. It was a bold declaration, and I knew immediately the running would be futile. So I came here, alone. I didn't even bring a bodyguard.
Why the hell not?
Well, to put it simply, I was prepared to die.
But, I mean...
In this line of work, there are no good ways to die. And I can think of worse ways to go that would not give that boy the justice he'd earned. The memory of what I'd done to him never left me, you know. It was always like a small bone stuck in my throat. He was sitting right where you are now.
Here?
Yes. He didn't look a day over 20. But his eyes had that hard, flinty gaze of an old killer. I couldn't help myself. I told him everything. I told him why I killed Toshio Arakawa. I even told him about the secret counterfeiting. I figured I was dead anyway. He had a gun in his hand, and all he had to do was pull the trigger. But he never once interrupted me. When I'd finished, he slowly stood up. I stopped him as he turned to leave. Didn't you come here for revenge? I asked.
And? What did he say?
He said, if only you had ignored my invitation, then I could have shot you in the back. Then he left.
Such a badass.
In 1984, the 10,000 yen bill changed from the face of Prince Shotoku to Yukichi Fukuzawa. By that time, Arakawa had found his own Yakuza family. So I sent him a gift.
What was it?
A fresh batch of crisp fake bills featuring Yukichi Fukuzawa. They were defective prints with nothing on the back. Not exactly legal tender.
And I got one of those fake bills.
Then, how was that a gift?
It's hard to explain. If I had to say, it was out of gratitude.
Sure, but for what?
I should have died that day I met with Arakawa. It would have been right. And yet he spared me. Not only that, but he lifted a terrible weight from my chest. Furthermore, it's not an exaggeration to say the equilibrium among the Ijin Three continues to this day because of him. I owe him an unfathomable debt. And one day, I must pay it back. The defective bills were how I chose to communicate the sentiment. The counterfeiting secret is Ijincho's weakness. And it was only thanks to Arakawa that the Ijin Three could continue to secretly wield that power. But of course, that means if he ever feels like it was a mistake to let me live, he can use the fake bills to unravel everything I've built. The gift wasn't the bills themselves. They were leverage. I actually wrote something on the back to that effect. Neither justice nor mercy should tip the scale. It means that those in power must reward and punish where necessary. I felt it was an appropriate message. I suppose the writing is faded at this point.
Whoa. So that's the whole story.
Up till this moment. But now I'm sitting across from a man holding one of those fake pills. Which, of course, is a message from Arakawa that only I could understand. The message is, Masumi Arakawa sees you as a
According
beloved
to
family member.
Japanese folks, the Japanese voices in Trials of Mana are really bad.
Of me as family.
You would not have placed that bill in your
Apparently they are very
Do you
overacted
see
and
its
hammy.
significance now? After everything I've told you? There is almost no doubt
To me,
in my
they sound
mind
amazing.
that Arakawa did not want you killed. So he didn't shoot you out of malice. He shot you so that you would be brought here, be saved by the homeless, and eventually meet up with me. Do you see? That's everything I can tell you.
That's plenty. Thank you, Chairman. I see it all now. I always kind of figured.
You did? Well, it's your move now. I've only told you what I know, so...
It's okay. That's enough. I trust you.
Well, I don't hear that often.
Yeah, neither do I. Not even from my friends. But those friends are trustworthy to me. And so are you. I believe everything you said. And my faith in Arakawa-san is coming back strong.
Kasuga,
Yeah?
are you a blood relative of Arakawa's?
No, it's not like that.
I see. Well, he must have been happy to have such loyalty as yours. As proud as any father, I think.
Oh no. Oh no. There's a gun! There's a bullet in the gun! A fire in your heart! You can move all mountains. Which head would it be? Be Namba's head. Namba's brother's head. Chapter 11. You know this game's only 15 chapters long, right?
has been rocked by Party Chair Ogikubo's sudden retirement due to illness. Long a central figure in politics, Ogikubo was the Prime Minister's last ally in keeping Parliament together.
An election shall be held to reaffirm the will of the people. I look forward to a new Citizens Liberal Party and a new cabinet.
The Prime Minister made more shockwaves later that day. In the afternoon, he announced he would appoint Ryo Aoki to Ogikubo's now vacant post. Aoki will be the first sitting governor to also serve as the ruling party's chair. This bold move is sure to have ripple effects.
Is that what it's called? A cloche. Ogikubo, it's time to die.
How are you feeling, former chairman?
Ogikubo,
Surely
to
the governor
die.
of Tokyo can read. My sign says no visitors.
Oh, suddenly rules are important to you.
Naturally.
Shouldn't you concern yourself with the rules you've already broken? For example, counterfeiting. Your crimes put the entire national economy at risk.
Do you know how many lives were saved by what you call a crime? Hundreds. Any politician can say they built a road or passed a law. But how many can say they caught people who fell through the cracks? You think you're talented enough to do that in my stead?
Oh, I've got plenty of talents. I just use them very differently compared to you. For example, I managed to fit your downfall into my already very busy schedule.
The governor is the party chair. Nothing could be more ripe for corruption.
Oh, everything I'm gonna do will be labeled scandalous by withered old men like you. But by next year, Japan will have a new standard, and it will have been written by me.
Oh.
Spoken like a true amateur.
Amateur, huh? Let me ask you. Do you remember my first election 10 years ago? I asked you for the Citizens Liberal Party endorsement. You insulted me. Your exact words were, Bleach Japan is a bunch of kids playing at politics. Your home district is Kanagawa's second. Isn't that right? I'm happy to tell you, Bleach Japan will be running a candidate there in the next election cycle. And he'll have the Citizens Liberal Party's ringing endorsement. So, how does it feel to have everything taken from you by a bunch of kids? Our candidate's victory in Kanagawa's District 2 is all but certain. So I've come up with a plan for taking out the trash in Ijincho. Of course, we'll probably lose half the population.
Are you calling the people of Ijincho trash?
I'm calling them disposable.
Pardon me?
What did you call them? People who fell through the cracks? Can't you see that's their own fault for becoming so dependent on the gray zones? They're responsible for maintaining their home, and they failed. That's what makes them disposable. But I must be going. As I said, I've got a busy schedule. Happy retirement, my former chair. I truly wish that for you. I hope you'll visit Ijincho after its beautiful new developments are complete. You'll hardly recognize it, and I can't wait to see the look on your face when you see
it. It's fun. I get to see how many buttons I can hold down at once. New record!
Yep.
Yes.
Excuse me. I'm hearing some pretty high standards for a couple of pad crashers.
Xiao's here.
We're not crashing it. Namba-san gave us permission.
Who the hell says no to Jungi Han when he asks to stay the night? I mean, it's freaking Jungi Han.
Hey, where are the rest of your people now that Komijul HQ is gone?
They're fixing the surveillance system. It will take some time for it to be fully restored.
Well, I get why Jungi Han is staying here, since his place is a pile of ashes. What's Zhao's excuse?
It's not like I could just keep living in Qingchen after stepping down from the Liumang. Wouldn't have sent the right message. So, I joined the ranks of the homeless.
Still doesn't explain why you need to stay here.
Maybe because information collects where people do. And this group does seem to be in the know.
We do? But we don't even know what happened to Bleach Japan. Did the police ever put a stop to all that craziness?
The police? Kasuga-kun, haven't you seen the news?
No, haven't had the time.
Well, Bleach Japan's reputation in Ijincho, hell, all of Japan, is golden after the Komijul thing.
That's okay. I'm not even here, Matsu.
You wouldn't believe the headlines. Despite peril, brave Bleach Japan topples Komijul gang. Grassroots org achieves what police never could. Shit like that.
Wow, great journalism. No spin at all.
That's not even the worst of it. The reports say that Komijul committed arson during its fight with Bleach Japan. And in the blaze, Bleach Japan director Ogasawara perished.
He's dead?
Wait, what happened? He was definitely alive after the fire. That's when we interrogated him.
Yeah, then the Omi Alliance rescued him. Why would he be... Wait, did they?
Did
Yes.
Ryo Aoki have
They
him
probably
killed?
killed him. I had that thought right away. At least he died the way he wanted to, as a hero of the revolution.
That guy? A hero? Why'd they kill him?
Because he squawked like a bird when you interrogated him. Why wouldn't they off the guy? No, they're just milking his death for all it's worth. Honestly, it's a brilliant move, making it look like he died in the Komijul fire.
What's that? Jingle Cats.
No crime reports, cops.
That's a
and
very
doctors
Poggers
with a
album.
bad eye. And Bleach Japan gets a nice, tragic death to go on about.
Damn. I wish we'd picked a fight with dumber enemies.
But what can we do? Go to the police and explain how we abducted Ogasawara?
What would be the point? Half the force is on Mabuchi's payroll. No, they would just book our asses.
So Aoki has everyone marching along to his little tune. All in step.
Okay, no thanks, Matzo.
Okay, Bleach Japan's got us by the short hairs there. But what about the fact they were trespassing on Komijul property?
I already have a hard time remembering things.
They must have figured the public would think the ends justified the means.
Sorry, what game were we
And they were
playing?
right. The public thinks Bleach Japan is the hero of this story. The police will never prosecute them for trespassing.
At this rate, the Komijul and the Liumang are going to be extinct in Ijincho. And people like you who give us shelter will be an endangered species. I wish I didn't have to say this, but I suggest you make other living arrangements.
I can't. I'm waiting for someone to contact me here.
Who?
Arakawa-san, he's about to go all in with his next gamble. When that happens, he'll need strong allies.
More than he's already got?
I can't say anymore. I'm sorry.
Me too.
I'll be in touch.
Well then. But isn't Masumi Arakawa the man who shot you?
The boss wasn't trying to kill me. He shot me so I could live.
Sorry, but don't you think that's still kind of fucked up?
It's a long story. Buy me a beer sometime and I'll tell you all about it. But right now, while we've got you on the team, we need to get shit done.
Ichiban,
We need to
Ichiban,
stock up on
Ichiban
money
Senbei.
and supplies,
Are
because
you
nobody
the
knows what the
president
hell
of
will happen
Ichiban
next.
Senbei?
That's for sure.
Yes, I'm Kasuga Ichiban of Ichiban Senbei. Shall join the party, motherfucker. What was that? Bye-bye. Pretty good. Job gangster. Do-do-do-do-do. New SOSs, including one near Romance Workshop. Ugh.
Hey. Hmm?
That's assuming Zhao has a song, because Jungi Han didn't have a song. We'll check it out when we get Zhao's Bond level up. Speaking of Bond levels, I forget.
Battle's on.
I got this.
Let's go.
You're in.
Over here. Who wants to go?
Secret shoot.
Bondage month?
Just gonna stand there. Are you done with all the
Watch
fun and
me.
games yet? I'm over here.
Nothing but bondage games. Didn't we play one of those?
On.
Blinding Viper.
Let's go.
3 rapid kicks.
You're in it now.
You sure you can beat me?
He's got some good attacks.
Out of my way.
I wouldn't underestimate me.
I got this.
Oh. Better do something about that guy before he pukes. Feet Tickle VR Simulator. Yes, there was. Yes. I apologize for bringing those games to you. I should have known better.
You're in it now.
As a professional,
Try this. I'm over here.
I should know what's acceptable and what's not. I fucked up.
I'll show you.
Those games were absolutely inappropriate.
Come on now.
They were unpogger. You can try harder than that, Matzo.
I got this. I'm over here.
I'm gonna have a nasty headache.
Let's go.
Bring it on.
You sure you want to get hurt?
Who wants to go?
Dynamite Ignite. Okay. Get rid of him first.
You're in it now.
You sure you can beat me?
Over here. Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
You're in for it now.
Let's go. Cool. You think you can win? Check this out. Who wants to go? Here's how I on.
Wow, his weapons suck, but not for much longer.
Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
Could probably afford to go to. Well, of course we can afford it. We're in that neck of the woods. He's just up here. Chow Ka Long. I didn't do anything of the sort. Leave me alone. More enemies. This really is the Yakuza 5 spawn rate. Yo, Chow.
You're here.
Right. A sword. Here we go. Plus 94. We'll start with that.
Appreciate the business.
Stop trying to pose for the photo. Anyway, Romance Workshop, which is down here. I should be doing some more respectable damage now. At least on the way to Romance Workshop. And then hopefully I should be able to build a new, more powerful weapon for Zhao. Itsu, kitchen lady. Bagu. Oh, for fuck's sake. I was running away.
Well, you're in it now. Take this. Take this.
People are taking a while to kill now. Harder enemies have actually started spawning, which is pleasant. Oh, maybe that means the dungeon has updated. And there's more enemies there. This street has a particularly high spawn rate, I've noticed.
Watch me.
Let's go. Try this. Over here.
Right.
I got this.
Bring it on.
I have secrets too. Just gonna stand there.
Good times.
These so-called tougher enemies are still giving me really shit experience. God, his inventory sucks. It's an SOS over there. Yeah, an item spawned there this time. It's a person the last time I was here. I upgraded the lab all the way to max. Right, I can't upgrade the sword I have, but maybe I can craft a new sword. Here we go. Hefty Chinese saber. What do I need? Tempered steel and super alloy steel. Of course I do. Can't build either of these. I should just be able to like buy the bits I need here to craft stuff. Like, is that a ridiculous thing to ask?
Just a finishing touch. Nice, nice, nice. Looking good. Almost there. Just a finishing touch.
Red Cane, still less than what he's currently got. Red Cane plus 1 will put it at equal to what he's got. And then the next one is 24. But I need Gleaming Aluminium.
Nice, nice, nice. Just a finishing touch. Almost there. Just a finishing touch. Almost there.
Gleaming Aluminum. Kiwami Demon Blade. A gigantic frozen treat popular throughout social media.
Nice, nice.
And that's for the idol job. Bastard Soda, yeah. Tempered Steel and Super Alloy Steel. Okay. Got a plan. First, we'll deal with this rescue operation, because it's in the nearby area. Then I need to make a little trip somewhere. Oh.
What? You sure you can beat me?
Take this.
I got this.
I got this.
I'm over here. Who wants to go? I'll show you.
Oh, he level up buffed. No, that wasn't who I was trying to heal. Duh. Wake up. Bubba jibba 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 makeup. There we go.
Time to
And a
clean
pickle.
This'll be good practice.
Oh, it's a slip and slide, but he's Grease Monk. Okay. That's great. I like that.
Eyes on me.
Okay. I wouldn't over here.
Let's go. My name.
You sure you can beat me?
Just gonna stand there. Who wants to go? I got this. Okay. Well.
I wouldn't underestimate
Are you quick enough?
I got this.
Bye bye, Grease Monk.
With finesse.
I remember when I was saving money in this game and I didn't want to spend any money. And now I've got tons of money. My style has gone up. I'm now a trendsetter. I'm not sure what trend Casca would be setting altogether. Other than I don't know, trend of the ugly hair.
いらっしゃいませ。
This might be a bit too expensive. So 22. I can count. Tungsten. 88. 80... 79. Oh, for fuck's sake. I can count. 98. 26. 36. 94. 'See, I'm not drunk, you guys. I can count. Same energy. Same energy. Maybe I'll come back when I'm sober and max everything out.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
I don't need to max those out.
ありがとうございました。
Back to romance workshop via the taxi. Jola taxi. Really, has only 5 minutes passed since the last time I looked at how long I was streaming. Tonight's stream may be officially down on paper as a disaster. And for no real reason other than had a drink when I shouldn't have. And now my head hurts. What is in Japanese alcohol? The fuck? What is in it, man? Story exposition. Woo woo. That's the sound of exposition. Woo woo.
Almost there.
Motherfucker, I can't level up the Chinese blade. God damn. Then what am I supposed to do? Not update it? The plum shit. That plum shit. This is the what we do, don't tell your mom shit. Got a fresh cut straight out the salon, bitch.
Just a finishing touch. Nice, nice, nice. Almost there. Just a finishing touch. Looking good. Just a finishing touch. Looking good. Almost there.
Ame no Hokari no Mikoto.
Just a finishing touch. Nice, nice, nice. Looking good.
Are you sick of that? He said, she said, plum shit.
Nice,
Plum will make
nice,
you shit.
nice.
So it's a scientific fact. I bought some plum juice once. That was a mistake.
Nice, nice, nice. Almost there.
Dark Silver
Nice,
Fists.
nice, nice.
Dark Silver Fist plus 1.
Touch.
Craftsman's box cutter.
Looking good. Almost there. Just a finishing touch. Almost there. Nice, nice, nice.
Oh, it was prune juice I was thinking of.
Just a finishing touch.
But, yeah, I got prune
Nice,
juice, not
nice, nice. Almost there.
Demon Blade
Looking good.
Muramasa.
Almost there.
Table sparkling becomes voltaic, doesn't it? So,
Just a finishing
Grand
touch.
Reserva.
Almost there. Looking
Almost
good.
there. Monitor turned itself off for the first time in a little while.
Almost there.
Right. That's platinum
Just a
anklet. Okay.
finishing touch. Nice, nice, nice. Looking good. Nice,
Almost
nice.
there.
Just a finishing touch. Looking good. Nice, nice, nice. Just a finishing touch. Almost there. Nice, nice, nice. Just a finishing touch.
Plums are hydrated prunes. Ah!
Almost there.
$10 of sea salt, 32 ounces of water, and a free afternoon. That doesn't sound very fun.
Almost there.
Winged microphone.
Looking
Winged
good.
microphone plus 1.
Just a finishing touch. Looking good.
True ace.
Almost there.
Fable boots. Mages Krakos. Oh, these are good for everyone. Okay. I think it's time for a full upgrade across the board. 15, 30. I can do 4. So I'll do my main party. Cost. Oh, it costs 2 million to make them. Oh, okay. Come back with more money later then. And more gear. Look at that thing! Starting to see some attack power more along the lines of what I actually want. Oh yeah, what do I need to be to get in her pants again? It's level 10 passion, isn't it? Yeah, level 10 passion. Ugh. Not right now then, unfortunately. Apparently Kasuga isn't that passionate yet. Do you have Chrome open? Right now I do not have Chrome open. It does it sometimes on the home screen. It does it sometimes when nothing's open. It's not Chrome. Stop trying to pin it on my darling boy Chrome.
Watch me.
Let's go. Try this.
I wouldn't underestimate me. Right.
I got this.
You're in for it.
Cool.
No, it's... sometimes stuff isn't open at all. And it just happens. It's weird, man. G-Sync. Okay. I don't think that's it either. It could be something in the BIOS, but not that I'm aware of. Because it doesn't do it while it's in the BIOS. It only does it once it gets to Windows. That's not necessarily a sign of it.
Well, you're in it now. Take this. Take this.
Eyes on me.
I got this.
I'll show you.
Okay, whereabouts in the NVIDIA control panel? Because I'm curious. I don't think it is that, but I'll turn the fucking thing off. Sure, why not? I'll try anything at this point. I'm pretty desperate.
This could get rough.
I'll show you how it's done.
Threatening men. I sure am.
Let's go.
I don't miss.
Right.
I got this.
I have secrets too.
It's under display. Right, okay. I'll take a look at it when the stream is over.
Eyes on me.
Sure you want to get hurt?
with finesse.
I'll be right back. We'll do another half hour. Is my mouse cursor locked into... Oh, right. It locks in the game now. It didn't before, so that's an update as well. I'll be as quick as I humanly can. Okay, thank you for your patience. In these dark times. Yarby isn't playing BRB music. Yarby forgot to. Okay. Have you ever drunk a Bailey's from a shoe? No. I have not. I wonder why they removed the ability to jump between the game, and you know what? I got a theory. Now I can. Okay. Well, let's have a look at those graphic settings again. Hold on. You mean I've had access to Uncapped this whole time? And I didn't even know it? Ah, shucks. I feel so ridiculous. Oh, man. I never even bothered to check if there was an FPS limit option. 55 hours in, I discover Uncapped. Ah, but look, I'm starting to get a couple of frame drops, because this is the Dragon engine. Let's see if I can get a smooth 120 with no drops. Advanced settings. Render scale. All these are on max anyway. Yeah, 120's fine. 120, no drops. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, I'll take double what it was on this whole time, so now I've got a sort of weird headache going on. Oh wait, no, that's the alcohol. I have already sobered up. Or I'm in the process of. I've prepared myself a nice cold cup of tea. I'm just gonna let steep. Oh, pseudo trash.
Watch me.
At this point, these guys are nothing. Yeah, the reason why I couldn't click out of the game, yeah, just by plopping the teabag into cold water. It had to be quick because I had you on BRB and I wasn't playing music. So it had to be something I could make quickly. What's going on here? I wonder if that's like a side quest or something. Speaking of side quests, maybe it's about time I charged the VR headset up. I haven't used in like 3 weeks. I saw an event up here.
I love going up to places like this. This roof gonna be okay? It's not gonna break or anything, is it?
GTA 5 VR mod.
We should jump around and find out.
Wait, don't. Stop!
Hey, did we even come up here for any particular reason?
No reason. Just looked like fun.
Oh, one of those boys will be boys things, I guess?
Except, we're kind of old.
GTA 5 VR. Oh man. There's that VR mod for Alien Isolation that patches in the original VR from the from like the E3 or Eurogamer or whatever it was event where they had it set up. That sounds very exciting. I'm just too lazy to set things up at the moment. Because, you know, a lot of things don't work how they're fucking supposed to. Currently. Like, my monitor's decided it's gonna start being a prick. Out of nowhere, I got pretty good at COD. Dude, You're not pretty good at COD if you're relying on the noob too.
Sure you can beat me?
Take this. Try this.
I'm pretty good at single player COD, but the multiplayer is not my scene. It never was.
Cool. Bring it on.
On the contrary, maybe it's starting to put you against people who are actually your skill level.
Watch me. Yeah.
I'm kind of annoyed that I didn't put GoldenEye in the Bond Age month, but that's because I know that the next Bondage month can be Pierce Brosnan.
Well,
and then we could probably do a third Bondage month that's just like more sort of random Bonds. Or Bonds that aren't, you know, games that aren't actually based on a real Bond. Like 007 Racing on the PS1. I assume isn't based on an actual Bond.
check this out.
And then, can we talk about... I see what's happened.
Let's go.
I turned the sound up so I could play something for you, and then I didn't actually play something. So the sound ended up being loud again. Whoops. That part of the VOD is going to sound like shit, but I've already written tonight's stream off. Anyway, where was I? Alright, is anybody here familiar with James Bond 007 for the Game Boy? Okay. Imagine Link's Awakening.
Well.
But what you do is you give Link's Awakening a James Bond 007 skin, and you call it a Bond game, despite the fact it's obviously grilled. That is James Bond 007 on the Game Boy. Yeah, it's a Bond adventure game. It's basically top-down Zelda. For a huge chunk of the start of the game, you only have a knife. You don't even get a gun until a little while in. It's... Why am I going up this way? Because I wanted to go to the Harbour Light and feed my team, obviously. Was I going that way? We'll never know.
Me.
I'm glad you say that's a video game, you know. Drunk driving in a video game. I'm glad you make that distinction. Is that an item then? No, it's a vent. Yeah, so The Legend of Bond, or The Legend of Moneypenny, Bond's Awakening. I don't know. Yeah, I really want to play that. Because I've never beaten it. I've only ever got to, like, the first major boss. And that was playing it as a child on no dollars GB. In, like, 1999 on the family computer.
Take this.
It's generic Bond. Like, it's not based on a real Bond. It's just generic James Bond. It's an experience. If you look it up, you'll see just how wonderfully cute it is. Like, it's such a cute looking game. You would look at it and go, that's... What is that? That's not James Bond. You know what? We could visit the dungeon. It might have been that they had a James Bond game. That they had a game in the works, and then they put James Bond into it. It's entirely possible. I mean, I could see that being the case. Oh, look, the dungeon is still all level 20s. That's very disappointing. That means even if I grind on an invested vagabond here, I'm not going to get very many levels up.
Sure you can beat me?
Watch me.
Yeah, it's a very cute game, and as a Link's Awakening fan, I can appreciate it. It's like, have you seen the Game Boy Color version of Daikatana? Because that's much the same. It's basically built off the Link's Awakening mold, out the Link's Awakening mold, just like this James Bond game is. But I mean, why fix what isn't broke, right?
Watch me.
If somebody else does it and it works, why not do it?
Take this. You can win. Who wants to go?
Good times.
Parts of this dungeon are still blocked off. I know that there's a bonus dungeon, and it's the Millennium Tower. I don't know how many floors it is, but there's an achievement tied to beating it.
This'll be good practice. Well, you're in it now. You sure you want to get hurt? I'm over here. I got this. Yeah.
Should I open it?
Sweet.
I think I'm still hours away from Kamurocho. I don't know, I get the feeling like we might hit up Kamurocho soon in the plot.
I'm not big on bullying, but
Watch me.
I'm not big on bullying, but
Take this. All the fun and games.
let's bully.
Cool. Come on now. Who wants to go?
Zhao's tough.
Spades.
Should I open it?
But I need Zhao to be stronger.
Whoa.
And the only way I'm going to get that is through job ranking. Ranking his job stats up. You know what? At some point soon, I need to go to the job center. I'm not going to change his job. what I'm gonna do is just give him the Majima outfit.
You're in for it now.
I have secrets too. Okay.
Because, you know, he'd look great with an eye patch and the Majima outfit. He basically is bootleg Majima to begin with. Very glad to finally have him in the party, even if he did join without much of a fanfare, besides the actual fanfare play, of course.
Watch me.
You're in it now.
Right. I'll show you.
Eyes on me.
Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
Lost your streak.
Good times.
Now you'll never get to summon that helicopter. You can tell, like, the last Call of Duty I played competitively was Modern Warfare. The original. Back on 360. With terms like NoobTube and you've lost the helicopter. Yeah. It's a simpler time. You know, I miss that. But I was never, ever any good at multiplayer COD. Multiplayer shooters in general, really. But you put me on beautiful Katamari Online multiplayer, I'll trounce even the Japanese. Just, you know.
Should I open
COD's something I was never really good at. Apart from in single player. Replaying the same room of enemies over and over and over again. This time hoping that, you know, you'll just get through, and then hugging the wall and running up and down the corridor you were just in, hoping, praying for the game to give you a checkpoint. Good times.
Who wants to go?
They're spreading out.
You're in for it now.
Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
Eyes on me.
He bullied you into being good at COD.
Watch me.
How the heck does that... You know what? I don't want to know. $17 times a game. That's not good. That's about on par with me. About the only thing I'm good at in COD is shooting people through walls. Because people forget that your bullets travel through the game geometry just a little. You know, like, it's actually kind of realistic. So if someone's hiding behind cover, you can shoot them through cover. That's like the only way I was ever good at COD, was being able to beat the kids that didn't understand that bullets go through brick walls. How come this guy can shoot me from X many feet away? Because he's literally shooting you through the brick wall. I remember COD being like, look at all these multiplayer maps we have. And, you know, all of these are already on the disc. I know there was like DLC ones as well, but it's like, all of these maps are already on the disc. Look at this, it's amazing. And then it's like, yeah, but all of these multiplayer maps are just copied geometry from the single player campaign.
Bring it on.
Because I've been here, 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 and here in the story. That changed later on though. But Modern Warfare had so many maps that were just copy-paste from the story mode. With a couple of changes.
Good times.
I tell you the most fun I've had playing a COD though. The most fun I've had in any COD is breaking free out of the chair in Black Ops, going to the computer and writing, I think it's ampersand ZOR to start Zork and play through Zork on the computer in the room that you're locked up in. It's shit like that and the Easter eggs that make the COD games so enjoyable. The developers put a lot of time and effort into silly Easter eggs in their games.
You're in.
I wouldn't underestimate me.
Was it? I think it was an exclamation mark ZOR. Thinking about it, you input that into the terminal, and then the whole of the original Zork is playable.
You sure you can help me?
Watch me.
Black Ops was full of stuff like that. I thought it was mind-blowing the first time I realized I could break out of the chair on that menu. What? Black Ops had a good campaign. A lot of people trash it. I thought Black Ops had a good campaign. And World at War as well had a really solid campaign. I see that get trashed as well. Really dug that campaign. There was something about the campaign of World at War. It was like, here we've got this tool set made by Infinity Ward, and we're just going to do whatever the heck we like with it. It just took the engine from Modern Warfare and just went nuts.
Good times.
I do like me some shooters. I do like my shooters. But I play so very little of them. That's part of what December's about. You know, Cyberpunk, which you can play as a shooter if you like. Bond games. So very shootery. So very nice.
Come on. Well,
You sure you want to get hurt?
yeah, take this.
Prepare to suffer.
Bye-bye, invested vagabond. But this one's not worth a lot of experience.
Cool.
That's the Undertaker done. Yes!
Well.
That vagabond's not worth a great lot. 13k. I remember when 13k experience blew my mind.
Sweet.
But it doesn't anymore.
Should I open it? Got it.
I've been spoiled, man. Why would I bother earning sturdy iron when I could just go to the cart and buy it?
Watch me.
What's that? Pride and accomplishment? Dude, I just pride and accomplishment in 6 hours of trophies in Kamen Rider yesterday, and I'm still, 6 off beating the game. Like, 2 of them are accumulatives, and then got a couple more level. No, all the characters are leveled up to max now. I've got a couple more skill gains, a couple more accelerators to build. Kamen Rider build. Thugla.
You're in it. Well.
Let's see. You sure you can beat me?
Take this. Let's go.
Right.
Bring it on.
On. You sure you want to hurt?
Nice.
Watch me.
Waggling mysteriously. Yes! Jungi!
Excellent.
Sweet.
You can learn a thing or two hanging around me, Zhao.
Watch me.
I got this.
You can win. Who wants to
Try
You can
this.
beat me? You serious? Right.
Eyes on me.
I have secrets.
Let's go.
Too.
Come over here. Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
You sure you want to get hurt?
Get rid of the trick masters. The skateboarders, they are so annoying with their radical drop.
On.
I wouldn't.
Let's see. Dragon's Ascension.
Ow.
Oh, come on, he's basically Majima. Look at that moveset.
You think you can win?
He's basically Majima.
Well.
Not that I'm complaining.
I'll show you.
Are you done with all the fun and games yet? Just gonna stand there.
Too easy, I'm afraid.
Should I open it? Got it.
Right, I'm trying to figure out what the plan is for tomorrow. Because originally I was going to stream this tomorrow. As well as tonight. Then I decided not to stream this tonight. And then when Soy finished, I was like, you know what, I'm going to stream tonight. Starting to think maybe that was a poor decision. But... I want to get Sakura Wars before the end of the year. Is that going to happen alongside Cyberpunk and Bondage Month? Extremely unlikely. Unless I dedicate the whole of Monday to Sakura Wars. Like, wake up at 8 in the morning. Starting what tomorrow? Yeah, I'm trying to think of a plan for tomorrow. I wouldn't be starting Bondage Month until December 1st. 2 days off.
This some kind of joke?
Try this.
The invested vagabond is dead.
I'm over here.
Bring it on.
Was there one in this group? Yeah, sure enough. And with the 1.5 boost from the held item, Zhao gets 106.
I feel the stats going up.
Take it.
Strong. Look at me go. Hell yeah.
Sakura Wars. I wouldn't be starting Sakura Wars. That's why I was confused. Because I wouldn't be starting Sakura Wars. I would be resuming Sakura Wars. Because we started that when it came out in February? And then we've played little bits of it here and there. Yeah, that's why I was confused. So I'm like, I wouldn't be starting it.
I wouldn't underestimate me.
Take this. Take this.
I want to finish it. I'm like 6 chapters in. I don't know how much of that game there is, but presumably a lot. I still have to fight one more team. I fought Britain, I fought China. There's like another team, I think it's like the French or something, that I need to beat. And then we'll probably get it revealed that, oh, Mr. Chairman, Council or whatever, is a scumbag. Like, oh really, didn't see that coming. Probably something like that.
Should I open it?
Sweet.
And then we'll probably have to fight him. And at some point we'll find out that Sakura Shinguji is in trouble and we'll rescue her, and then I guess at some point there will be lasers and swords and maybe a couple of really angry people in robots, and then hopefully the game ends there. I watched the Sakura Wars anime this year. The original, not the new one. I tried watching that and it made me want to stick nails in my skull. But the original Y2K Sakura Wars anime is great. It's so good. I watched it in Japanese because the dub was painful. say, I really like the franchise from a story and characters point of view, but I'm really not keen on the strategy, and even the remake with its combat system that is nothing like the games on which it is based. I still, like, find myself being bored with it, which I think is why I never went back to it. Like, I didn't stick with Sakura Wars the same way I stuck with Final Fantasy VII Remake or
Moving up in the world.
Games like that. I didn't really stick with Sakura Wars, and I kept having to force myself to go back to it. And even now, I'm sort of forcing myself to go back to it. Is that a good way to play a game? Absolutely not. Is that sometimes the right way to play a game that you otherwise wouldn't finish? Yes. I feel like if I don't make myself play Sakura Wars, I won't finish it. And I would hate it to be another one of those games that I didn't finish, especially when, you know, it was fan demand that brought this game into the world, and it's fan demand that brought this game to the West. It would be a shame not to honor that and see Sakura Wars through. At least finish it. There's a problem with playing a game just because I want to get through it, because then I end up not enjoying it, and it shows. There are many reasons why I haven't made live the Dragon Quest Builders streams from 2016. One of the reasons is because a member of the community got majorly doxed in those VODs. Because YouTube gaming is poisonous. But also, or was poisonous, but also because it was very clear near the end of those Dragon Quest Builder streams that I just was seriously not enjoying myself. I'm incredibly self-conscious about that, because I know one of the things that you guys really like to see is me being passionate and excited and happy about a game. Like, having a good time with it, and just Dragon Quest Builders was not me having a good time. I just despised every second of it after a certain point. After finishing like the second location and then starting over again at the third location, and it was like this pissy fucking swamp. This place I had to revive. It was this awful swamp. And all I had was the same old shit as before to start off with. I had to build a building for someone, and then someone else joins the town, and then they need a building, and then we need a town square, and then we need these buildings, and these buildings have to have these bits of furniture in, and then once you build these, you have to build a building for this person, and then you have to go over the map and rescue this person, and that whole game, every single chapter, apart from the last chapter, followed the same damn blueprint to the letter, to the hiragana character, my friends. That just got dull.
You're in.
I'm worried that Sakura Wars would become the same for me.
Who wants to go?
You sure you can beat me?
Anna. Shush. Walking.
You sure you want to get hurt?
Looking for something that attacks an enemy multiple times.
I'm over here. Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
Eyes on me.
He doesn't have anything that attacks enemies multiple times other than his physical attack. Gotta hope it doesn't run away.
You're in for it now.
Okay.
You're in it now.
Okay, here we
Out
go.
of my way.
Bring it on.
Don't run away. Don't run away. Yes! Not gonna run away. Okay.
Take this. Prepare something.
There we go.
Sure you want to get hurt? I got
Broke through his defense. They just have high defense. Once your attack power is strong enough, you can just break through it. And then it's a free level up every fight.
I'll take it.
For most
I did it!
characters. Back we go. Rinse repeat. This is the sort of thing that I get up to while I'm watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or a Soy Bomb stream I missed or a Vine Source stream I missed. Just grind, grind, grind. If it's not this, it's business mode. Grind, grind, grind. Reload the Vagabond. I have to fight these guys as well. Well, I don't have to. That's the joy of this, right?
I got you.
I'll just escape. And then they despawn. And then don't even have to fight them. If you don't want to. So, I mean, the experience from those guys pales in comparison to the experience from these guys. Then usually the battle starts with Jungi Han.
Well,
I come in with Divine Shot.
take this.
Then hopefully everyone dies. This time the Vagabond is left alive again.
Right. Just stand there. Let's go.
Always a
All the fun and
chance.
games yet?
Eyes on me.
Two hits.
I wouldn't underestimate me.
Don't run away.
On it. You're in it now.
You sure you want to get hurt?
Spin kicks
Eyes on me.
close to the
I
ground.
wouldn't underestimate me.
Look at that. That's a lot of ones. He's not running! He's not running.
Let's go. Let's see. Take this. A gift for you.
Go team.
I got this.
It's another free level up. For Zhao, probably. Oh, a couple of characters. But Zhao there with his equipment boosting his experience break. And then when I'm done, all I have to do is carry on through the next couple of rooms and save. The great thing is there's another invested Vagabond on the way there, who I could also farm just from the save point. But I just want to see Zhao to 40 by the end of this dungeon, so yeah, I'll just carry on going now. we'll have Zhao at 40 by the end. Xingyi! I despawned. Oh no! I thought for a minute I despawned them. I was really happy, and then I realized I had no reason to be happy.
Take this.
You sure you want to get
Try this.
Please die quickly now. No. Of course not. And the first thing they'll do is they'll get their chalkboard out and start scraping it, because that's what they do. It's just annoying more than anything. They always target area.
Yeah?
You sure you want to get hurt?
Oh. 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 Awful dance this time. But targeting area, of course. Targeting area.
Who wants to go?
Every single time.
Take this.
Wonder what it is in the enemy behavior that makes Eri a favored target. There's got to be something in the programming.
Yeah. Check this out. Who wants to go?
Watch me.
The enemy is defeated.
Don't yawn, you're gonna set me off. Yeah. Invested Vagabond is here. We got a peer reviewer here. They're annoying to deal with.
Well, you're in it. Take this. Take this. Stand there. Who wants to go?
Right.
Cool.
Watch me.
I got this.
Yeah.
Good times.
What's in the box? So how would you say this game ranks among the whole series? I like this game a lot. It's fairly difficult, say, to compare it to any of the other games because its combat system is so very different. Perhaps I would say at this point in the story, the other Yakuza titles would have had more crazy twists and weird things going on than this game has at this point in the story. But
well,
you sure you can beat me?
yeah, this game's story is a bit more grounded, which really can't be said about. This is Yakuza 7 in Japan, but the name Yakuza 7, like, implies a direct connection to the other numerical Yakuza titles. Outside of it being set in the same universe, there really isn't much of a connection.
out of my way. I got this.
Yes, but Final Fantasy never, like, created a precedent, you know? Yakuza 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 0 are all directly connected. A precedent was set which continued.
I feel the stats going up.
Final Fantasy, what? Like, how many Final Fantasy games are directly connected? Okay, so the question is, why is Yakuza 7 not directly connected? It's a different protagonist. It takes place mostly in a city that has never been featured in the series before. The gameplay style is intentionally different to suit the mind and personality of the new lead character. It takes place many years after the other entries in the series.
Should I open it? Whoa.
But it's still about the Yakuza Honor Code, which is why the game is called Yakuza 7 in Japan. Oh, I agree with you. The name Yakuza 7 or Ryuga Gotoku 7 really doesn't suit this game, and I think the localizers realized that, which is why they didn't use that name. Calling it Like a Dragon is a very nice touch, seeing as obviously, well, you might not know, Ryuga Gotoku means like a dragon. And it refers to how the main character of the series, Kazuma Kiryu, is like a dragon.
I got this. Take this. A gift.
Whereas, this story is essentially the creation of the new dragon, Kasuga Ichiban. Like, him becoming the new dragon.
I'll take it.
The new badass. So the localization team definitely picked up on that, and calling it Like a Dragon is a really nice touch, considering that this game is the story of how Kasuga became a badass. And he's such a great character that you can't help but feel like you are watching someone grow in this game. I know that sounds kind of weird, but Yakuza 6 is definitely an end to the series storyline. Without spoiling anything, it writes out the main series protagonist. I'm not going to explain that statement. I'm not going to tell you in what way, but basically they write Kazuma Kiryu out of the series.
I've come from fresh meat, nothing personal.
So, if they had brought him back as a protagonist for this game, it would have basically undone all their hard work to bring an end to his storyline. Which is basically what Yakuza 6 is. It's bringing an end to Kiryu's storyline so that a new character could come and take the reins. Which, no, I'm happy to answer them. I don't mind answering questions. Essentially, Yakuza 6 existed so that Kasuga Ichiban could be born into the series as a new playable protagonist. It's weird terminology, but I think you get what I mean. Like, if I want to play through more Yakuza series up to Yakuza 6 where the storyline ends, is it okay to skip, say, Yakuza 2 without any plot repercussions? The Yakuza series does a pretty good job of recounting earlier things that happened. For example, with the Yakuza series, I started playing at Yakuza 3. Yakuza 3 had this great thing on the PS3 version menu. I don't know if it's in the PS4 version menu, but it had this great thing where you could go in the menu and select, like, recap, and it just presented you with this snappy recut version of the events of 1 and 2.
Let's get nutty!
And I mean, that's how I experienced Yakuza 3, was going in basically knowing only this, like, 30-minute recap covering both games.
Bring it on.
I would seriously recommend playing Kiwami 2 after Kiwami, because you will notice just how much of an improvement that is. Between Kiwami and Kiwami 2, the Ryuga Kotoku team built an entirely new engine, and it's the one that this game runs on. An engine called the Dragon Engine. And the difference between a game like Kiwami and a game like Kiwami 2 is night and day. The amount of detail in the city streets, the fluidity of the combat, the inventory management, it's all heavily improved with Dragon Engine. If I went back to play Kiwami now, after playing Kiwami 2 or Yakuza 6, or Judgment or this, it would feel rough. Like, the earlier Yakuza titles are very weighty, and then the Dragon Engine titles like Kiwami 2 and Yakuza 6 are way more smooth.
A gift for you.
I mean, everything on the old engine was pretty much locked to 30 frames, but this engine lets me run this game right now at 120 frames with no drops. Just, it's night and day visual difference as well. Even on basic PS4 hardware,
should I open it?
It's night and day between Kiwami and Kiwami 2. It's basically like a generational leap, and you're still on the same console. But that's because Kiwami and Yakuza 0 were made for PlayStation 3, and then in the West, they just brought over the PS4 ports. So the games were still very much designed for PS3 hardware. So the Kiwami that you are playing on PS4 was essentially a PlayStation 3 game that they ported. And Yakuza 3 was a PlayStation 3 game, and Yakuza 4 was a PlayStation 3 game, and Yakuza 5 was a PlayStation 3 game. So basically all the PS3 entries made their way to PS4, and now all the PS4 games are playable on a PlayStation 5, probably. So with the release of Kiwami 2 on PS4 in the West, and the Yakuza Remastered Collection, 3, 4, and 5,
should I open
what
it?
Sega had done was make it so you could play the entirety of Kiryu's story on one console, which is pretty nice. You don't have to worry about other consoles unless you want to play the best Yakuza title, Dead Souls. In which case you do need a PS3 for that. I'm very grateful to Sega for giving this series another chance. Dead Souls is mechanically very, very rough. At the time that it was made, the Ryuga Kotoku team didn't really understand how shooty bang bang gameplay works. So it has these very rigid, uncomfortable shooting controls. I'm really selling the game to you, aren't I? It has these just tough, janky feeling controls. But what the game also has is everything that makes the Yakuza series great. So it has all the underworld stuff, it has all the comedy, but what it also has is zombies. And why zombies? Because back at that point in time, everything had to have zombies. You know, that was the big moment when zombies were so popular you couldn't get away from them. And Ryoga Kotoku Studios like, here's Yakuza, here's zombies. Yakuza and zombies. And the combination is just... If they did another spin-off like that, if they did like Yakuza versus Werewolf or something, I would be on top of that in a heartbeat. The best thing about Dead Souls is, like Yakuza 4, minor spoiler, Yakuza 4 has 4 playable protagonists, and you switch between them based on the part of the story, and each of them, their story events link together and it tells an overarching story. Dead Souls does the same thing. But instead of... I'm not going to say anything. Instead of Yakuza 4, where you start with your first character being Kiryu, and then you unlock the other characters as you go along, in Dead Souls, the last character is Kiryu. You start with a character who's got, like... Does he have Uzis? You go something like Uzis to shotgun to grenade launcher, and then Kiryu, pistol. There's this great scene, because Kiryu doesn't believe in using guns, and he doesn't believe in beating up people who, like...
What's all this?
You know,
Didn't I
won't
tell
fight
you?
back.
I'm decluttering. I lugged all this out here by myself.
There's this great scene where he has to come to terms with the fact that fists will not work and he has to use a gun. So you've got one zombie that you basically beat up 5 times before Kiryu acknowledges that he has to shoot the zombie. And that's just like so in character with him.
Where are the girls?
They all quit.
What?
I'm close.
Yeah, but he's never itching for a fight. Everyone picks a fight with Kiryu. Except for, you know, a couple of occasions.
Eugene-cho Revitalization Shelter.
It's a facility in Hamakita Park. Bleach Japan set it up. Girls from the industry and their families can live there free of charge.
For free? Damn. And all your girls went there?
Sure did. Why wouldn't they? The facility's offering job training and legal help with visas.
Oh, so Bleach Japan set up a place for
citizenship.
And Bleach
for
Japan is behind this whole operation?
night queens
Yeah, they're being useful for once.
to
We're
live
gonna open more
free
just
and
like it, too.
get
And they even offered to buy my
trained
place
in
and turn it into a shelter.
new jobs.
But then what are you going to do? This place is your bread and butter, isn't it?
Oh, they thought of that. They
In
gave
a
me
goal
job
to
at the
shut
shelter.
down all
I'm
the
gonna be the dorm mother.
illegal soap plans in the
It's
area.
good pay and perfect
Can you tell me
for
anything
feisty
about
gal
Judgment?
like me.
Okay. Judgment
Gotta say,
is
coming around on these do-gooders.
a spin-off of the Yakuza series. It's set
Don't you
in
remember what they put you through?
Kamurocho, which
Sure,
the
they
other
were
games in
annoying.
the Yakuza series
Bunch of kids
are
tramping
partially
around,
set
shouting
in.
shit they heard in prep school.
But you
But hey,
play
now
as
they're
a
putting
main
their money where
character
their mouth
who is
It wasn't just a bunch
a
of whining. They actually did
disgraced
something.
former
And apparently the shelters
lawyer
were Ryo Aoki's idea.
who
I have to say,
was once upon a
pretty damn
time
genius of him.
one of the
Not to
best
get down.
lawyers around.
Don't you think he's basically
Famous
just
for
buying
getting
votes?
an
Once the
innocent
election is over,
verdict for
I
a
bet you
guilty
he's gonna
man.
forget all about this shit.
Which, you know,
Yeah,
after he
seriously.
achieved this, you know, he had a
Politicians pull this
change
shit
of
all the
heart and he's
time.
like, I don't want to be a lawyer
You
anymore.
don't know him.
And
You
so
can't
he
just
becomes a
assume he's like
detective
that.
and chooses to work
Besides,
for
you got some better option for my
an
girls?
independent
Any spare room
detective
to let them
agency.
live in? I'll have you know, I'll be
So,
him all the way out to a gene
You've
show
got
today.
the Yakuza-style
who's in town?
combat the flowing fists and punches and kicks, but what sets Judgment apart is that you have a lot of detective elements to the game. Like you can examine locations, look for things, track people, review evidence. I don't know if there's any courtroom elements to it, but there may well be. I didn't get very far in Judgment because I just had other games to play.
Me too. Like what is connection?
So Judgment is not directly connected, but it makes reference to things in the makes reference to things in the series,
Everyone's too polite to ask questions.
but without having a direct connection. Japan exclusives in the series, the main ones being Kuryohu 1 and 2 on the PlayStation Portable, which is a spin-off. I guess the English translation would be Yakuza Black Panther. It never got localized, which is a shame. It's more one-on-one fighting. I think Kuryohu was based on the Def Jam Fight for New York battle engine, if memory serves. I remember it being very fun to play with, but the language barrier got in the way, and I don't think there's been any major efforts to get a fan translation in the works yet. The fuck it should be. But I don't think there has been yet. And then Ishin and Kenzan are based on Japanese history. They're supposed to be very authentic to Japanese history and culture. But it uses the likenesses and voices of... when I see hack and slash, I get itching to play it. But it uses the likenesses and voices of the main series characters. So it's sort of like their ancestors in a roundabout way. Ishin and Kenzan, there is a translation project for... here we are.
I remember the day we met like it was yesterday.
There is a translation effort in place for, I think it's either Ishin or Kenzan. I can quickly find out for you. If I hop over to my Discord, let's see. Okay, it's an Ishin translation project. I wonder how far ahead they are. Let's have a look. Project Media. What are they up to at the moment? Oh, they got some text in. That's pretty cool. They've translated the manual. When was this? Today at 2:57. They've shared some more screenshots of the translation project. So it looks like it's coming along nicely. Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise is, from an engine and gameplay point of view, definitely a Yakuza title. There's no hiding it from a gameplay perspective. But in terms of feel of game and story, it's very difficult to actually describe it as a Yakuza title, because outside of the gameplay, and I'm just talking about the core gameplay, the fighting. Outside of that, everything about it is different. Everything plays differently. Everything looks differently, feels differently. It's a very, very, very good game. Again, it's one I need to get back to. I stopped playing it because other games came out that I wanted to play, which is always the way.
Nice.
Hey, Sushi.
There's still time. Hey, let us through. We're here to pay our respects.
Hey, are you with Bleach Japan?
No, but we knew Ogasawara.
Not good enough. The ceremony's just for family and Bleach Japan members.
Well, maybe they'll let us light some incense.
They aren't even allowing journalists like me in. This monitor is all we get.
Today, we celebrate Ogasawara-kun's memory. We do so here in Ijincho, the city of
Use me as a gaming influencer. That's humbling.
You, more than anyone.
I just know what I like.
See this city reborn.
Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise has a mini game where you perform acupuncture on people. You know, it's got a driving mode where you drive a car and ram into other drivers, try to get first place.
Which is why I was so moved when you chose to reside in Ijincho.
Very, very, very different.
There is no greater tragedy than the dreams we leave behind in
the only thing that's similar is the combat.
Yours were bigger
basically.
than most ever dared. I know this as your classmate in our youth, as your peer who shared your ambitions. But most of all, simply as a friend, you left too soon. This is truly a great loss.
Wow, he's pretending to cry.
And so, what choice do we have but to face the future without you? We look to Kume-kun, the protege to whom you entrusted so much. He has stepped forward to carry on your dream. And is there any greater honor than when, in our passing, someone else picks up the torch where we left it? You and I always believed we could help people find their way together.
Oh, shut up.
Which is why
you killed him.
Election, I will throw the entirety
You
of
had
my
him
support
killed.
behind Kume. I say this not as the Citizens Liberal Party chair, but for you, Ogasawara-kun, as your friend who would see your dream come true. I swear to do everything in my power to bring your dream for Ijincho to fruition. That is the least I can do for you, my old friend.
I'm glad that you enjoyed Arslan, Soy Bob. It's... Sometimes it can be quite refreshing to play a game like that where you know nothing of the source material and the entire story is told to you. I think that's why I enjoyed the Ken's Rage games so much. Because again, they were Dynasty Warriors gameplay and they just told the full story.
Ogasawara-san.
Other games based on anime tend to like start somewhere near the start of the series or like somewhere near the end of the series, and then they expect you to either know what happens afterwards or know what came before.
Aoki really did order Ogasawara's death.
That Arslan game is great because it really doesn't expect you to know anything. It covers everything, which is just really refreshing.
What the hell is his plan?
Hey, there he is.
I played so many anime games and they're like, here's the characters you know and love, it says on the back of the box. If it says characters you know and love, I'm like, okay, it's not going to tell me anything.
Let's move.
How many seats is the Citizens Liberal Party targeting this cycle? Any comment?
Aoki-san, should we take your statement today as a campaign launch announcement?
Any comment at all? Just a soundbite, Aoki-san. Clear the way.
What's your motive for holding a new election?
Hey, don't push. I said don't push.
All right, folks, let him through. Let him through.
Aoki. Hey, Governor Aoki. That's no good. Can't even get close.
Let's head him off.
How?
It's not like the governor took a train here. He's got to have a car nearby.
Sure, but how are you gonna find it? Check every parking spot in the neighborhood?
Great idea!
You know, I once read in some tabloid that celebrities park underground to avoid the paparazzi. Aoki probably uses the same strategy, don't you think?
Yeah, that's a thought.
Any underground lots around here?
Yeah, there's a big one. Its entrance is by the river.
Great!
And I've missed
Let's
it?
check it out.
I've never noticed it before? Whereabouts is it? Aoki Drokop. Drokop? Drip. 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 Steve Aoki drove off. Nailed it.
Watch me.
Speaking of Steve Aoki, I would like to bring Friday a Z-Day back in 2021. And because it will be a fresh Friday a Z-Day, we can cover all the games we've already covered. Should be nice. it will feel good to know that on a Friday, I will play Dragon Ball. Like, it'll be a Dragon Ball something. I think it'll feel good to have that. Yeah. Friday is Z-Day will come back. With an opening video that plays at the start of the stream, set to Tadoe Biggest Fight. Yeah, it's going to be great. You're going to love it. It's going to change your life. Wait. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Hmm?
Well, yeah, that's kind of what got in the way with Friday is Z-Day.
Hmm? For real? Well... Yo.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's time to go looking at bars. Find the parking lot entrance. My life is already changed by the power of FlagrantWeeaboo. Thank you. I do my best. That's what we call a humble brag. He was drinking in a bar and ended up underground. How does one even do that? If anybody's capable of doing that, it's Adachi.
Should I open it? Sweet!
The enemy encounter rate has gone way up in this chapter.
Well,
I'll always be EscapeRoute British to the people who know me as that. I'll be Mr. British to some people. I'll be EscapeRoute to others. Notice that I still use the name EscapeRoute on Discord. The Discord itself may be called FlagrantWeeaboo, but I use EscapeRoute on there. I mean, that's what people know me as. Yes, indeed. A rebranding. I'm not so sure about a name. The only benefit you'd have to changing your name from Soy Bomb is that people wouldn't confuse you for a Bob Dylan song or a song that is in a Guitar Hero game.
Hey, yeah.
Hmm? Okay.
But, I mean, changing your name from Soy Bomb, I think, would be...
Copy that. We'll be ready to move out right away.
Not very good. The channel name...
The governor's en route.
Bingo.
You were right on the money, Sachan.
But... Your name? No, people know you as Soy. People know you as Soy Bomb. Big time.
Let's do this.
Stop! Identify yourselves! What are
Says
you
the
doing
hypocrite that changed his
Chill out,
name,
fellas. Just
despite
wanna talk
everybody
to the
knowing
governor.
him as
Not a
EscapeRoute.
chance! Get back!
I'm fully aware
Children, we
that
got trespassers!
that makes me a
Mr.
hypocrite.
Governor, this way!
Trespassers? Don't make assumptions, pal.
Then who are you? Are you media?
We're fans of the governor. We just want to shake his hand, okay?
Not right now.
Please? Come on.
You can't.
Soy Bomb the
Just take a
relic.
The governor ain't got time. Take a walk, Jack.
Valen's
Take
relic.
a walk, Jack? You from Kansai?
You got a problem with that?
Take a walk, Jack. You from Kansai?
Well, it means you're Omi. I don't hear you denying it. Wow. A governor employing Yakuza as his bodyguards. Unreal.
Shut up! I'm a civilian working security. Speaking Kansai don't automatically make someone Obi, you damn smartass.
Oh, you're angry I assumed something? You assumed we were trespassers.
Because that's what you are.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's just calm down now. Why don't you do yourself a favor and step aside? If not, we'll have to...
Freeze!
Whoa, easy. That's quite the weapon you got there. I was only gonna ask for a light, man. Why's a local security guard packing something like that, anyway?
Asshole. I'm about to shoot you just because you're annoying.
With the safety on?
Huh?
Adachi!
Gotcha, fucking rookie.
You think I'm playing, you dried up sack? They wanna fight? Let's give them a bloodbath.
Adachi's such a badass. I love this guy so much.
Well,
He's so kick-ass.
I got this.
Well, modern consoles are just so easy to stream from. You don't have to worry about specific proprietary cables. There's so many great new and old games getting released on them all the time. Streaming from them is just so very easy and so very natural. Excellent. Nice one.
You fucking...
Wait!
Okay.
You okay?
Yes, I'm ready for Brooktown High. Yes, the moment. Young master.
What have you done?
Mr. Governor.
Can't you tell the difference between thugs and law-abiding citizens? What's wrong with you?
Yes!
I'm sorry, sir. We are terribly sorry about this.
Do you need medical attention? I never thought I'd see the day when my own guards hurt a citizen. I'm just glad I saw the scuffle in the rearview mirror. Please, let me help you up. Sir.
Don't you recognize me?
Young master.
Tonight, go to Orohime Land alone. I'll do the same.
Oh!
It's such a relief that none of you were hurt.
It really is him!
My sincere apologies for all of this. I'd also like to apologize on behalf of my guards. I'll be giving them a strict lecture later. But for now...
He's amazing.
I must ask that you excuse me. I'm late for an appointment.
Oh man, what is his game? Why is he being so nice? What is his game? Oh man, what are you up to, Aoki, or should I say, young master?
Yeah.
Hey.
So from what I've heard, there is one.
No.
Apparently he does come into the story at some point. when he does, it's bound to be plot heavy.
Hold on.
Tonight at the park, come alone. I'm going to cure you. What? I said I'm going to kill you! Oh, that's okay. Wait a second!
Yo.
Okay.
Got time to level up. Make sure we're ready. But I'm already ready. But I'm already ready. Ready. Action boy now. Action girl now. Well, I wasn't going to stream for more than 3 hours, but I will go ahead and do whatever the next plot point is, because Young Master! I must know what the Young Master is up to. I must know why the Young Master spared me just then. I need to know more. There's a lot of stuff on sale at the moment on Steam. They've got an autumn sale going at the moment. I picked up... What did I pick up in the Steam autumn sale? Oh boy. You won't believe this. I picked up Windstorm Ares Arrival, which I played on Switch like last year or the year before. The stupid horsey game. And I picked up Contra Rogue Core for £4. Because that's about as much as I'm willing to pay for it. That's everything I picked up in the Steam sale. Lots of self-control at the moment. Yes, the glitchy German game. Yep, that's the one. The horse riding game. With the Breath of the Wild style archery for seemingly no reason. Yeah. Well, on PC, I imagine it's not going to run at a pathetic 6 frames per second like it did on Switch. I was waiting for it to get to double dip price, you know? Which it finally did. Irashai? Oh, that's not actually an eatery. I keep forgetting that. I keep trying to eat out of it and it's not an actual eatery.
Well, I got this. You think you can win? Take this.
I got this. I wouldn't underestimate me.
Own. Otaku at Arms. That's a new one. I've not fought an Otaku at Arms before. Right, so Otohime Land. That was the place that Nonamiya was running, right? Yeah. Okay, gotta be ready for anything, guys. Windstorm was satisfactorily... Is that a word? Was satisfactorily buggy.
Hey.
Hey.
Listen.
But it also ran like crap on the Switch. It's a very beautiful game, and on PC it will run at the full intended frame rate, and that's what matters to me. Is it a trap, Kasuga?
Young master.
You were born in a dump much like this one, weren't you?
Wow. Wow.
It's been a while, young master.
I figured you'd want to see me. I know what you want to ask. Why did I change my name? Why am I a politician? Why did I help destroy the Tojo clan? And are you curious about my lack of a wheelchair these days?
You actually willing to explain any of it?
I am. My condition was cured in America. I got a lung transplant. Did you know that if you drop a stack of cash into the right palm over there, you can buy an organ? Incredible. But even with deep pockets, nothing is simple for the son of a Yakuza boss.
That why you changed your name?
Yes. I did it because I was born the son of Masumi Arakawa. And because my condition robbed me of the youth everyone else got to have. I was happy to change my name and start a new life separate from all of that. And look at the results. I'm not only the governor, but also the chair of the ruling party. What's wrong? You can't bring yourself to congratulate me?
Not from the heart, no. Are you even happy as a politician?
Politics is a good life. Unlike the Yakuza, you don't have to use violence to assert control. I can improve people's lives, and they're grateful to me for it.
You think Ogasawara's grateful? You killed him.
Oh, that was just a sensible precaution.
So he did it.
Man, listen to yourself.
Come on. After you kidnapped him, he ran his mouth about Bleach Japan, did he not? He was never much for discretion. He swore to me that he didn't tell you anything, of course. But I could see the truth in his eyes. That sealed his fate.
So, you just kill people over an assumption? Without even bothering to check?
I'm checking now. Did he tell you the secrets of Bleach Japan or not?
Well, that's...
I mean...
See? Proper risk management is all about mitigating threats before they...
But he was your buddy! He helped you start Bleach Japan!
Being at the top means you have to know when people are no longer... relevant. Like father, like son, right? My father looked after you for years. But when he had to, he cut you from the family.
That's not how it went down. He asked me to go to prison to keep the whole Arakawa family safe.
You think that's why?
Captain Sawashiro killed some guy who reported directly to the Tojo clan. If we had let Sawashiro get arrested, the Arakawa family would have had to own up to it, since they were lower on the ladder.
Oh, Kasuga. Whether you went to prison or not, Sawashiro wasn't going to be arrested.
What?
You don't know that.
What?
Oh, but I do. Because Sawashiro didn't kill that guy in the first place.
What?
As I recall, that night was the last time I saw you. Yeah, that club in Kamurocho we went to. On New Year's Eve.
Yeah. It was your girlfriend's birthday.
Right. I've certainly had better nights.
What? Young master! How
recap.
long have you been there?
I still remember this cutscene, you know. You don't have to recap it.
Young master?
So, did you finish your business? I'm heading back. Use this.
That was fake money! It's starting to make sense now.
If there's anything left, might as well use it to wipe your ass.
Starting to make sense. That's how we know about the bank numbers. Oh god, yeah. A lot of things are starting to make sense. Starting to come together.
Are you okay, sir?
Shut up! Don't touch me.
Let's go, honey. I'm sure he's just drunk.
What's wrong with him?
Is he sick? Don't look at me! Don't look at me!
What do you think's gonna happen if you're on the floor, mate? His wheelchair got all smashed up.
Hey, get up! You can't sleep here, you fucking drunk. Come on, move your ass!
Fuck off, man.
This building's my family's property. So clear out. Go on, go!
You Yakuza? That means you're garbage.
The fuck you say?
Oh man.
Don't touch me!
You're a Kamurocho Turk now, fool. In this town,
Let me go!
fear the Yakuza. I don't know what backwoods village you might be from, but you're about to learn about Kamurocho the hard way, motherfucker! You think you're hot shit because you know how to hold a gun? Where'd you buy that thing, huh?
Master
Your local
shot him.
toy shop? Huh?
You want me to pull the trigger, you son of a bitch?
Do it if it's even a real gun. Go on. Do it!
Oh shit!
Fucking do it if you've got the
He
balls.
shot him. Bang on New Year's
Do it, huh? That what the girls
Day.
say about you too? Little bitch like you ought to know better. Now, you're dead. Dumbass. Do it if you're gonna.
Bang.
Sawashiro, I fucked up. I killed the guy.
This explains a lot.
Wait. You were the one who killed Suzumori?
Yes. I told Sawashiro what I did.
He did ask for it.
Then went home. Lucky
This
for
game
me,
is not set in the year 2000, it's set in the year 2018.
So I didn't go in
That was a
Sawashiro's
flashback.
place. I went in your place.
That's right. Dad sold you to the law to protect his only son. Obviously, he couldn't just tell you how it really happened. That's why he lied that you were taking the fall for Sawashiro. You swallowed the bait whole and happily marched yourself to the station. So tell me, do you still trust the old asshole? I can only imagine how you must feel. Doing 18 years of hard time would have been bad enough. But then there was the other event. After giving him such a huge portion of your life, you finally see him and... bang. Right? Must feel horrible even now.
I'm counting on you, Ichi.
Well, say something, Ichi.
It doesn't matter what you say. I trust Arakawa-san.
Then answer one question for me. Why are you in Ijincho?
Couldn't tell you. Maybe because I'm Ichi Bad Kasuga. The guy who hits rock bottom, but always crawls back up.
I see. Even after all these years, somehow you've managed to stay just as dumb. It's kind of touching. Nostalgic, even. I can't even bring myself to be mad.
Shut up!
What an honor. You know, I thought this meeting was gonna be a setup. But you came alone, like you promised. So I guess I'm touched too.
What? You thought I'd have you killed? No. There's no sense in squishing an ant. I'll let you live. We do go way back after all. But I do have one condition. Don't ever come near me or Dad again. Understand?
Well, I've got my own condition. Pull out of Ijincho and get Kume to end his campaign.
Pardon?
I may not be cut out for politics, but Kume sure as hell ain't either.
Actually, the Citizens Liberal Party agrees with you. Kume is ignorant and inexperienced. If he didn't have our support, he'd lose for sure.
Then why are you having him run?
So everyone can see my value.
What?
Think about it. If Kume wins, how will the Citizens Liberal Party react? They'd realize that an endorsement from Ryo Aoki can turn entire elections, even in favor of a simpleton. It will be crystal clear that I have the skill and influence to replace Kume.
I see.
They'll watch and learn.
So, Kume's just a tool to you.
An election is nothing more than a game of strategy.
Are these Ijincho revitalization shelters part of your game too?
Oh, those. Those are the most useful tools of all. With them, I could round up all the illegal residents at once.
Wait, what? I thought the shelters were helping people get visas.
Don't be absurd. The people going to them would never qualify for visas. The shelters will bus them to the Immigration Bureau, where they'll be deported.
For real? You're
Wow.
lying to them right to their faces?
I'm not lying. The shelter's purpose is there in its name. It's revitalizing Ijincho by cleansing it of criminals.
Wow.
Just give me an answer. Are you going to accept my conditions or not?
Absolutely not.
Well, then I guess there's no chance of us finding common ground.
Did you actually think I'd come here tonight because I wanted to negotiate? Remember what I said earlier. The only reason you're still alive is because I took pity on you. If I stop pitying you, you don't have much left.
Say what? Stay your tongue.
What What the hell is this? I thought the young master said he would come alone.
That makes you a fool for believing him when he said it. And for rejecting his offer.
Oh no. Oh no.
Guess I'm kind of old-fashioned that way. I tend to take people at their word. Alone means alone.
This way, Ichiban!
Go! Hey!
Number! Guys, why are you here?
Just get out of the damn way!
Let's go.
I told you it was a trap. Listen to me next time.
Kasuga's like, no. You were right, but I won't listen to you next time.
Just the infield missed a few grounders.
Time to call up the reserves. Let's give Captain Sawashiro a show.
Sawashiro show. Sawashiro.
Right.
Get to moving.
Do your worst.
Well.
Sawashiro.
You're in for
I
it
got
now.
this. You can stand
I have secrets too.
Who wants to go?
Cool. Bring it on.
The other Yakuza titles definitely do, but this one doesn't share such a similarity to Shenmue.
Take this.
Are you quick enough?
This is more party-based than a single story. It's less about martial arts.
I don't miss.
The enemy hears your speakers.
Oh, great.
Isn't
Game
this all a little
over.
much just to take me out? Come on.
Maybe it is. But then again, you did survive being shot. So taking precautions makes sense.
So this here's the guy who took a bullet from the cap. Thought you'd have some meat on you, but you're kind of scrawny, ain't ya?
Don't get cocky. Make sure he dies here.
In that case, how about we draw and quarter him? No way he pulls out of that one, eh?
Do what you must.
Ever seen a tuna carving? Get ready for the human version.
This guy is hilarious.
When I'm done, I'll put his head in a box and ship it to you tomorrow.
Just do it right.
You leaving? Scared?
No. I just don't want any of your blood on my suit.
But you're still the type to leave all the dirty work to your peons. Guess after all these years, you didn't learn shit from Arakawa-san.
You never shut up about the boss. I've always hated that.
Let him say what he wants, boss. Poor little shit only has a couple of minutes to live.
Oh man.
No, that's enough talk. Kill him already.
Let's start the dissection.
Look at his face. I think this guy's already been dissected.
I'll show you how it's done. Watch me.
Let's go. Just gonna stand there?
Eyes on me.
There he is.
Please, take this!
Thank you.
You're in it now.
I wouldn't underestimate you.
You're in.
Let's get nutty.
Let's get nutty.
You sure you want to get hurt?
Heads up.
Thanks, Joe.
Call in the satellite.
You sure you can beat me?
Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
I got
this.
So good. Harry. Paralyzed, yes. Keep at it.
Watch me.
Well,
Matoba.
take this. Take this.
You serious?
I'm over here. Who wants to go?
You sure you want to get hurt?
Watch me.
Let's go. Let's see.
A gift for you.
I got this.
You're in.
On it.
Harry.
Well,
Stop bleeding, you dumbass.
take this.
Care for a magic trick? Watch close now.
Is this some kind of joke?
Come on now. Got something for
You sure you can beat me? Oh, why me?
you. I got this.
Okay.
Out of my way.
Oh shit, that was a lot of damage.
Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
This is bad. Okay,
in there.
Watch me.
Take this.
This will be the one to finish it, so let's make it fun. Yeah. Bang.
Weren't you saying you were gonna put my head in a box and ship it to the captain?
It sounds like a really good idea.
I'm sure he'll be surprised to see your head in there then.
Don't leave the knife with him, he'll come back later.
That guy was really gross.
Are all Omi Alliance dudes like that?
They're the biggest Yakuza group in the country. I'm sure they have even crazier guys.
And that's what's flooding into Ijincho? Great.
Ichiban!
Mama!
Hamako-san, something wrong?
I was just at the shelter.
The shelter?
I was taking something to one of the girls. She forgot it at my place. But they were all gone. None of the staff would tell me where they went. I don't know what's going on.
They were departed.
Calm down, Hamako-san.
Please, help me find them.
Hey, I'm really sorry. But they aren't in Japan anymore.
What?
The shelter was just a trap for mass deportations.
No! Those girls, they don't have anyone to help them in the countries they came from. That's why they came to Ijincho in the first place. I just wanted to give them a chance. How did this happen? Oh no! No.
Hamako-san.
If only I hadn't told them to go to the shelter. If only I'd realized sooner.
It's not your fault. You did what you thought was best for them.
He's right. Don't blame yourself. You were on their side until the end.
I'm so sorry.
God damn it.
I told Hamako-san to get some rest.
Thanks, Sachan.
Ijincho just keeps taking hit after hit.
Remember what Jungi Han said? We should basically get out of here while we can? Maybe we should consider that. For real.
You want to run?
I mean, isn't the situation kind of hopeless at this point?
Hopeless, huh? Well, you got a place we can all go?
Oh, not off the top of my head, no.
How about you, Adachi-san?
Nope. I don't even have family to stay with. My parents died a long time ago. Psycho?
I mean, I could leave, but I would never abandon my sister or my father like that.
Sounds like we've settled that then.
Settled what?
That none of us can run away from this. We're in the same boat as the Komijul and the Liuma. So our only option is to fight, with or without hope. And personally, I say there is hope.
How? How is there a chance of winning?
It doesn't matter. A long time ago, Arakawa-san told me something. If you go into a fight thinking you got a chance to win, you're just being a bully.
What the hell? Not gonna lie, that sounds kinda stupid.
Hell no. A real fight's when you go up against someone so strong, you got no chance. Our enemies are the Omi Alliance and the Citizens Liberal Party. The crime lords from
This is
below
like
are
straight
teaming
out
up the
of
mob from
a
above.
JRPG.
And I say bring it on.
Our fight against Shinra is renewed.
Basically. Too much for you, Adachi-san? Going soft on me?
Don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid. Ain't no getting off of this train we're on.
But can we include Tokyo PD in that law part so I can kick their asses too?
Hell yeah. Put them on the list.
Good enough for me.
You guys are ridiculous. You know that, right?
Tell me about it. But...
Admit it, you like that about us.
yeah, what is my damage?
Nanba, Sachan, join us, and...
Yeah.
You can skip the pep talk.
That's why I keep you guys around.
You sure, Namba? Your brother's okay now, but he's getting married. What skin do you have in the game?
Yeah, I know I've been a butt. But if my friends are gonna fight, so will I. I'm all in now. Besides, it'll make for a great speech at my brother's wedding.
That settles it. Let's knock them on their asses.
Oh man. Chapter 12. Definitely bringing it to an end here. It's just turning midnight. Just great timing. I wasn't intending to go almost 4 hours tonight, but I guess I did. No, it wasn't. But thank you. Now I'm going to go get some sleep. I've got work tomorrow in the morning. I remember you saying 30 more minutes. Yes, well, between the start of that BRB and the end of that BRB, I sobered up a little. The drink will do me well. I will wake up in the morning feeling like crap, and then I will go to work, and I will kick buttocks, and then I'll come home, and then I'll probably play some more Yakuza. I'm not sure. I might resume Sakura Wars tomorrow. I'm not sure. Yeah, kick some buttocks. Kick Butowski. Right, okay, anyway. I shall take my leave, but thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for putting the command in, now I don't have to. Until next time, eat well, sleep well. And shit well. Take care. Bye-bye.